Howdy folks, Sapper here, aka Sean, and for those of you that watch this, or watch my channel anyway, I just finished up a game of Next War Poland, and I think I had that thing on the table for like 9 months. It was on the table forever, and I finally wrapped it up, and I've been thinking, probably for at least a month or two, what's going to go on the table next. And, well, here you go. This is what's on the table next. So Duel of Ages II. And for those of you that don't know what Duel of Ages is, it's war game-ish. The theme is not necessarily war game, but it's tactical. You pick individual characters. Each character has a set of stats, special abilities, and you run around the board and you complete achievements. So the best analog that I can think of to compare this game to in real life would be, I've heard people, I've never seen the Hunger Games or read the books, but I've heard the comparison to that. The Running Man movie might be a good comparison, where you have gladiators enter this arena and they're trying to survive or accomplish goals or whatever. Ready Player One. I haven't seen the movie, but I read the book, and the book was amazing. So if you haven't read Ready Player One, it's really good. So Ready Player One is probably a really good comparison, because basically Ready Player One takes place on the internet, right? It's virtual stuff. And this is kind of that setting, right? There's a little introduction in the instruction manual, and I'll go ahead and read that real quick and kind of give you an idea. It's February 30th, 2384. Across the 40 worlds, 20 billion entertainment seekers engage in the games. Most hook through VSpace for a few hours of sport. Others spend time with friends at one of the many reality realms, parks, or the virtuality hollow worlds. Despite uncomfortable entertaining options in the games, there has always been a favorite, World Spanner. World Spanner immerses its participants in 1,000 different settings, allowing them to take on their favorite persona as a hero or villain of any age, and enjoying delights ranging from masquerade balls to Roman festivals to team contests. It is your goal to become a professional of the games, a challenger. So, and it keeps on going. There's a little bit of, that's kind of like the breakdown of what the game is supposed to represent. And then there's some many paragraphs of fluff text about certain characters and all that kind of stuff. But you can kind of get the idea of what the game is kind of about. So you're going to have, you can see the cover of the box. You got an alien here. You've got some humans, and they look like they're from different time periods. You got an alien here, and then some kind of princess. And so when the game is finished, there's supposed to be 360 different characters to choose from. It's called the full degree. And as of right now, I want to say, I should have looked this up first. I want to say there are, I think there's 180. I want to say there's 180. So we have half of the full degree. Now I could be wrong on that. Let's see if I can see that real quick. Let's see if the codex. So here's another thing that you can get that off of Amazon. So let's see. I don't remember. I want to say it's 180. So the rule book, it says 48 character cards and markers, but I have the master set, and I think that adds more. Well, obviously, I have a larger stack than 48 cards, so anyway, there's a bunch. I don't want to spend too much time thumbing through something. So let me so here's your character cards, and you see that they have stats all along the side. Special abilities, has a picture on the back of each card. There's some flavor text. And then these kind of more define, what the character is. And then, of course, you got the colors at the top. So you see that's brown, you got blue, green, and then there is like this reddish pink. And that defines the age that they're from. So this is the colonial. The colonial age. Oh man. I think this is the brown is the modern age. This is, or not, I'm sorry, colonial age, modern age. I'm gonna have to look this stuff up. I should have prepared a little bit better for this. So, okay, so green is ancient, brown is colonial, blue is modern, and then the purple reddish is the future age. And then you have these traits here, which kind of give you like their social class. And then this is their nature. So this one is obviously a woman. You have man, child, fiends, beings, fairies, machines, and holy. So, and then this, which one is... All right, and then, yeah, so this just further differentiates what age they are. So you have all that, and you've got, I mean, this is way more than, you can tell that that's more than 48 cards, or whatever the rule said. I think I might have the other rule book somewhere else. But, so then you set up your arena, all right, and you can do the arena in a couple of different ways. I just decided to choose one platter from each age, and I did that randomly. And then you pick your characters, and then you'll set up these. So you've got these keys, and they'll fill in these spots, and then they'll fill in, you know, these spots. Well, I got that one's facing wrong, so you'll fill in all these little gaps on the map with the keys. And so this game's going to be a little bit harder because there is hidden information in the game, and that's going to be a little bit tricky to do, to manage the hidden information. But, you know, that's all part of being a solo gamer, is that you got to be kind of schizophrenic and forgetful and things like that. So so basically these characters, they're going to run around the map, run around the board trying to complete quests and things like that. So there's specific achievements that you're trying to achieve in the game. So there's a combat achievement. So the team with more combat point wins that achievement. And you get points for the combat for various things, like imprisoning characters, killing characters, wounded characters, unwounded characters, things like that. Destroying the other team's base. So in the game, you have the white team and the black team. So if you can destroy sections of the other team's base, you get points, victory points based on that. This is called Lith's Lair. So if you provide her with tribute, she's kind of like some kind of, think of her as like the Oracle in The Matrix. If you give her things, all right, you earn her favor. And then you have these labyrinths that you can adventure in. So you have one for each. So you have the future, the colonial, the modern, and then the ancient. And then I have, because this is a large map, you have the alternate modern and the alternate colonial. So if you progress towards the ends of the labyrinths, then you earn victory points for that. I'm not using the Alliance Labyrinth. Encounters, the team passing the most encounters wins the achievement. And then some of these may or may not be part of this particular one, but you get the point. There's achievements that you're trying to do. So as your characters are moving around, they can find equipment and items to use. Weapons, they might not always be weapons, but they'll be items that they can use to help them accomplish what they're going to do. So in this particular game, there's going to be 12 of these. There's going to be 12 characters running around the board, 6 per side. and to kind of help me along the way to manage the decisions of each one of these characters that runs around the board. I'm going to use what's called real people cards. So I got this idea from a board game geek / YouTuber named Hello Gregor, and he's running this tournament. It's called the Real People Multi-Game Solitaire Mega Tournament, and yeah, that's a mouthful. And he's been doing this for years. And that's how he would play multiplayer games solitaire. So you got this is an old game, I think, by Milton Bradley. And there's real people cards. It's got a picture on the front, and then on the back, so we've got this person here, and on the back it's got stuff about them. So female, it's got the occupation, childhood nickname, secret fantasy, unusual facts, pet peeves, person that they'd like to meet, personal motto, something they're most proud of, reputation in high school, and 3 words that describe them. So I'm going to use these. So each one of these is going to be assigned to each one of these. And I will use the facts on the back to kind of guide me in making the decisions for each one of these characters and what they're going to do. Right? Do I attack this character? Do I attack a character that I can see on the other side of the map? Do I go into one of the labyrinths and try to raid? Those kind of things. So I'm going to use these to help me in my decision-making process. And so the Real People game, if you can find it, you can find it on eBay. It comes with just tons and tons of cards. And some of these pictures, like, where was that one? I probably won't be able to find them again, but yeah, like that guy, he's kind of goofy looking, right? So there's all kinds of pictures in here, so, and all kinds of personalities. So that's going to be my AI, kind of. And so I've already I basically chose 6 randomly for each side, and then here's the other 6. So that's what's on the table right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to cut this one off. I will go ahead and start setting up the board a little bit better. And then once that's set up, I'll draw characters first. I'll draw these, and then I'll start assigning them either randomly or, I don't know, I'll figure out how to do that. And then we'll go from there. But that's what's on the table, and we'll see how that goes. And then I'm probably going to try to do some kind of so Hello Gregor, he's just basically doing this Real People multi-game solitaire mega tournament. And basically what he'll do is he'll play a game and he'll have sides. And then the winner, whoever wins, they get points and they continue on in the tournament, where he'll play another game and he'll use more characters. And these characters here can get eliminated. So if they, he determines how he's going to do it, but they can get eliminated from the tournament. He's got brackets set up and everything. So go check out his channel. His name is Hello Gregor. He's got some really cool stuff. I like his older stuff a lot. So, but he's the one that gave me the idea for this, and he's the one that gave me the idea for the tournament. I'm not going to call mine the Real People Multi-Game Solitaire Mega Tournament, but I want to do some kind of tournament like he did. So go check his channel out. It's really good stuff. But anyway, that's enough for now. Just wanted to show you what I got on the board and kind of how I'm going to manage it. So have a great Sunday. New Year's is coming up. So it's crazy to think that this year is just about over. So hopefully this game will not be on the table for nearly as long, or at least one game of this. I might play multiple games of this, but Next War Poland was like 9 months long. I don't want this to be that long. So anyway, you guys have a great rest of the weekend. Bye.